round 2. Hello and welcome to Dropped Frames. Zeke messed up the intro there, so we had to re-roll it twice. You know,
I did. That is a my bad, and I will take full responsibility for that.
Yeah, you won't shrug it off on someone else who had nothing to do with it. So I get it.
I'm all fucked up on tussin, yo.
I had one Corona last night, and now I'm so sick. You know, it's rough out here.
Is that Are you playing on the virus?
I am indeed. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure.
It was it's a slow burner. You know, that one, you'll get that one in about 5 minutes. You'll have a good laugh. Trust me. That's how it works. I know a thing or two about jokes. Cohh, what episode are we on?
I know a thing or two about jokes. Love it.
4?
4?
I think
4 or 5? Right. Maybe 5 with last week's CDF.
Yeah, does last week count? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is a good question, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Drop Frames games counts or if that's its own thing. If we have its own number for Drop Frame games, I don't know how that works. I'm gonna be real honest though. I'm gonna have a moment of pure honesty. Okay. I had the worst that I can in recent memory, the worst headache after last week because I woke up and 30 minutes later I was drinking straight whiskey and that's all I had for about 3 hours till we finished playing. I just went to sleep after that. I couldn't do anything else. I had the worst fucking headache after last week's show. And I think that means I'm getting I'm getting old, and 2, I'm also getting stupider as I age. Because I should have had some breakfast or some water or anything in my system before I just decided to drink straight whiskey, you know?
Or you can do what I do.
Yeah, just keep drinking.
Just live a life where you just completely pollute your body, like the entirety of your adult existence.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, you know, just normal. You just kind of like, you deal with it on a daily basis of how much your body is breaking down. You stop noticing after a while. That's
true. That might be the route. Yeah. Maybe I'll just get drunk every day. But then I also realized that I don't think I could be an alcoholic because I was just miserable. I had the worst headache. If that's what alcoholism is, I'm out. I'm not interested.
That's why I can't be an alcoholic because I'd be miserable every day. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of the life. That's what it is.
Let's not get into it. Let's not talk about alcoholism. Let's not start the show off with
wise decision.
Yeah. I don't know where we're going to start the show though. We probably should have just done EDF again because we don't have really much to talk about this week. It's going to be grasping for straws, the show. So we're going to start with the most interesting topic. Cohh, how's your internet doing? How are those, you're living up to the title of the show here this past week with your internet issues. Are you having fun? Has it been a fun time?
Are you trying to drop a karma bomb on me right now?
Is it going good?
I'm like, I can't talk about it because if I do, it'll ruin everything.
Oh.
All right, hold on.
I mean, you already dropped a little bit at the start of the show, to be honest.
It's been really good the last couple days, but don't talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like 2 days without any major drop.
Okay. Got to be careful. I get it. You don't want to curse it. They might hear you. They're always listening.
I want to anger the internet gods.
It's true. They're always
listening.
It's a lot
like that part in Gladiator, the movie where the old arena guys talking about the idea of Rome, or maybe it's not him, maybe it's one of the emperor or something, but he's like, you could just whisper it and it would be gone. That's the internet.
Yeah, I think that's the old gladiator. I think that's who that was.
Yeah.
Cohh, we're getting some AC there. I'll put a higher.
Oh, that's my garage door opening.
Oh, that's a garage door.
Should be good.
Nice. That's a new one. I don't think we've ever heard your garage door.
It's rare. It's rare. Yeah, I think my wife just got home with my kid from preschool. So.
Ah, okay. All right. Gotcha.
So I like that you had a hype train started.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I'm turning it off right now. Like, why does a hype train start during the pre-show of it? Like, nothing is happening. People are just rejoining the stream. And it's like, all right, here's a hype train for you, JP. Let's get that. I'm turning it off. It's done.
Well, it's because resubs count.
Right.
Like when you start your stream,
they shouldn't be allowed to count. It's bad, I think.
Yeah. I really hope that they're going to make some changes to the hype train stuff. I'd love to actually use it, but right now it's just like there's just all these little gotchas with it, and I don't know, man. Definitely hope they work on it a little bit more because it's a really cool feature and it could be great and work for everyone if they gave us more options. But
yeah, it just needs some more options.
I haven't had them on for I pretty much turned them off on the third day, I think. Second or third day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Like, what options would you guys like to see?
Well, first of all, I think that the fact that you can't take the hype train off your chat can be really frustrating for a lot of viewers, especially viewers that have their windows at smaller sizes.
Yeah.
So like I got shown a screenshot early on where like the hype train box that they couldn't close took up like a third of their available chat space on their work monitor. So it's just like that's one of those basic things. It's like, how are you going to make a system and not have people be able to like hit an X and take it off their stream? Also, like I think I've talked a little bit about on this stream in the past, like right now I feel like hype trains are the reverse of what they should be. So instead of being there when things are hype, they're specifically there to try to make a hype experience from something that's not really that hype.
Perfect example. We just started the show and got a hype train. No reason.
Yeah, like dude, we just started the show. Like, don't get me wrong, JP, you are super hype. But I don't necessarily think that when you start up a stream, you know, that the hype train should immediately fire. So like one of the things that I'd love to do is have there be like, there's the hype train stuff, and that's fine. And a lot of streamers are making a lot of money off it. More power to them. I'm not saying to change how it is now. Like, you guys keep doing your thing. But I feel like there should be more options to make it a lot more able to follow actual hype experiences. So for instance, like right now, I think you can set it for like if 10 sub events happen in like a 2-minute period or something.
Yeah.
You know, like right now all the windows are tiny. So it's like the hype it's like microcosms of hype. But what would be cool, for instance, is to set like a large amount of subs over an hour. Or, you know, if a hidden timer gets to 50 or 100. So like when things are already going super well, then the hype train happens. Instead of it happening when like a little thing happens and then it tries to like make the hype, like that kind of feels fake. That feels like you're trying to construct something that isn't there.
Right.
And then when you factor in the fact that the only way to put stuff on the hype train is money, it starts to feel a little greasy, honestly. So I kind of wish not only was it reversed, so the hype kind of laid on when things were already going well, but I'd also love for there to be a way for people to use like channel points, or that everyone in the channel was included instead of those that were just giving money. You know, like there's lots of little things they could change to make it a much more communal event and much less of a let's give this streamer lots of money event.
Right. I do want to be 100% fair though. This is not a Twitch invented system. And so like screaming that Twitch is money hungry. No, they stole this from streamers that were money hungry to begin with, right? Like the countdown stuff has existed for years on Twitch.
What about the sub-train stuff?
Yeah. And so like the idea that people are just ripping Twitch apart for inventing a hype train. No, like it's been there. You just haven't had a thing in your chat window that's nice and big. It's just been a small timer on a stream. Like it's existed.
Also like you know that song that plays at the very beginning of Drop Frames every time?
Which one?
Like
New Game? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, New Game by Nitro Fun.
Yeah.
That was JP took that song, I think, probably somehow through me, because that was the song that I chose in correlation to what we're talking about for my Subsplosion dumb thing
I
that
forgot how I ended up with that song. I might have done that. I might have ripped that off you. I forget.
could be.
I
But
forget.
I play that song and I have the Subsplosion dumb thing that I like. If many people sub at one time, like I'm just as guilty as the next person, but I get to decide when it feels hype. Like there have been times in chat when people have like subbed consecutively. There's been a few, and then the people in chat are like, "Oh my god, he's gonna do it! He's gonna do it!" I'm like, "You don't get to decide when this happens. I get to decide when this shit happens." And it's usually when I feel in the mood to play loud music and dance around.
Sure.
Not all the time do I feel like that.
Yeah, and maybe that's the more interesting part for me around the hype train is that it's the audience decides somewhat when it happens and the streamer doesn't, and so that's why it feels so awkward when it happens because we could be watching a scene where two people are having an emotional conversation and then chat just goes crazy with a hype train and you're like, oh, all right, well, let's not focus. It becomes the focus of the stream very quickly, which is not necessarily, some streamers want that, some streamers don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, and for some streamers, that works great. Like I think we talked about last week. Like I was in a growing streamer stream, like 1 to 300 people average, and this has been a streamer who's been around for a while. And like when his hype train hits, he basically stops his stream. He's got multiple scenes for the different hype levels. Like he really plays into it, and his community is really behind it. And as a growing streamer, like that support is huge for him.
Works, yeah.
So like it really works, and that's great. That's one of the reasons. Like whenever I talk about these hype train stuff, I'm not saying change anything. Let's just get more functionality, more options. Like it's a very different experience to be in a hype train for a small streamer that can really use that support, as opposed to being in a big streamer where it's just like icing on the icing on the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
So being able to adjust that so the big streamer can really like make it something special instead of just this little like give me more money thing that fires off every couple hours.
I haven't seen it since it launched, and maybe it's just because they have a longer period on or whatever, but are any streamers that like 10K plus viewership using it constantly? Is it? I know I
have definitely seen it in larger streams for sure.
I know like GDC was using it to great extent, which is, I think for charity, you could definitely add a ton of things in there that would make it super beneficial for charity drive streams, which would be a huge boon for them. But I haven't really seen any like 10K plus or even like 5K plus streams really utilizing it on a consistent basis, I guess is what I would say. But
yeah.
And
that's honestly, or not. That's what I was going to bring up was if the hype train is something you want to keep going, and because the first time I did it, it happened without my knowledge. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, oh shit, I guess they've instituted hype trains now because it started happening.
Yeah.
You could always just like give it to charity, whatever you get,
Right. Yeah, that's true. Granted, they won't, but you can always donate anything to charity.
I'm just saying, like if you want to keep it, but you don't want to feel bad about it, that's what I'm saying. Like that's a way around feeling the greasy feeling of it, of like getting into it. Cause I like getting into stuff. I like being a part of things, things that are hype and that kind of shit. So to alleviate my greasiness feeling, like I was like, tell you what, I can get hype about this, and now I can give it to charity. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't feel so greasy no more.
There you go.
Dude,
that works.
Could you imagine hype trains? If you could go into the hype train and like establish a Tiltify link or something, and that everything for that hype train would then go to that charity.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to think of like the legal bullshit that I think that might just be a lawyer's nightmare to like set that up for external links, but
probably
unless they have link validation to where if they see it's a proper charity link or something, but that can be masked, blah blah blah. Like getting into the nitty gritty of it, but yeah.
There is one thing I wanted to ask. Have the third party external extensions like BTTV or FFZ, have they gotten a way around having the hype train thing in the chat?
I can turn it off with FFZ. Yeah.
But you have to remember that there's a huge percentage of our viewers that will never be able to use those plugins. So,
no, I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
But I do think
getting
that they
the information
have
out for the people who might already have the extension.
Yeah.
Yeah. FFC lets you turn it off. Okay.
Yep.
So if you have FFC and you don't want to see the hype train, I guess there's a button.
There you go. Yeah. I also don't know if is the API available for that hype train stuff to tie it into like Streamlabs stuff or custom stuff like that?
Last I checked, it wasn't, but that was real early, so that might have changed.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because that could also be interesting, where if they could actually tie it to like on-screen notifications.
Barry is spamming laughter across 8 different lines, so I can safely assume that it is not implemented.
Oh,
right now.
Okay. All right. I guess I guess the API from Twitch has become a joke, is what Barry's saying. That's the only thing I could take from his
Jeez, that's pretty rough, Barry.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
wow.
Geez, you're really. He had to put that in my channel, because if he did it in yours, it wouldn't be good vibes, Cohh. You know, like that's how rough.
I would have had to ban him. I know. God. Thank you, Barry, for not making this awkward. I really appreciate it.
I want to watch like some. I want to watch like Mr. Robot or like even Hackers, that movie from back in the day, with someone like Barry, and just like watch them as the show goes on and see where they go.
Mr. Robot's actually like pretty good.
Start
when
laughing.
It comes to that shit. No, honestly,
I think it is, but I have no idea. It looks like
it's
commands and codes and stuff.
Now, Hackers, on the other, that one, not even. You don't go into a VR world to start hacking, unfortunately. I wish it was like that. That'd be really cool. But unfortunately, it's not. Yeah. Also, Swordfish, another great example of how hacking is not done. I wish it was, though. I wish all hackers were a suave Australian man who would spin in his chair with 6 monitors and like clap to the EDM music as he was creating a worm. It's great stuff. I need to watch Swordfish again. Holy shit, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
I was just thinking that.
I
Like,
see that movie
long
again.
Time.
Jesus.
I think I purposely forgot that movie.
Really? I remember seeing that movie and thinking like, that was badass, dude. We got to go see that again, man. Did that come out before or after The Matrix? Was that before?
Shit. I don't know.
All I remember is for some reason something about Halle Berry. What I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. It was.
I remember there was something about movie, like
I forget. Yeah.
A lawn chair, like patio chair.
I don't know.
Can't remember what it was. I just.
Yeah. And it was. Speaking of that, like that scene was just so gratuitous. It was just like, everybody knows you get to see Halle Berry's titties in this movie, and it's just like, it wasn't like sexual or.
I know,
like,
for no reason too.
Yeah.
Like,
it had nothing to do. Like it's just like, all right, this is a scene, we got to throw this in now because we promised.
I know.
Yeah.
I can imagine, like, a lot of actors are like, when they get nude scenes, they're like, okay, I want context. I want there to be purpose and everything. I can imagine reading over the script and it's like, wait, I'm just gonna be chilling and my tits are out, and they're like, yes, that's the background of the scene. And she's just like, oh, okay.
Well, what probably was I would think how it actually went down was, oh, you want me to be topless? That's going to cost X much more. Okay, sign the contract. Let's go film the scene. That's usually
price A or price B.
Yeah, that's usually how that
like,
goes.
I'll be in your movie, or I'll be in your movie with Boo.
You're right. That's usually how that goes. Yeah. Swordfish was 2001. Matrix was 1999. What about Gone in 60 Seconds? Was that before or after? Now I'm just thinking about like all these weird 90/millennium action movies.
I think we're getting off topic though. We're talking about like hacker movies, right? Like,
yeah. Well, we just don't have anything to talk about.
One movie that I thought was really, really great, but I'm not sure if it holds up because I haven't watched it in a while. Sneakers.
Oh, that movie's great.
I remember watching it a couple times, like right when it came out, and I thinking it was awesome. But I'm wondering how accurate it is.
I think for its time, it was somewhat accurate, but I'm kind of talking out of my ass here, so I'm not 100% certain. I don't know what old school, because like around that time, it was mostly like hacking, you could use ringtones to like bypass a lot of security systems, at least via the phone. Because you use like the dial tone to call into things that it would act like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
And
think that's
actually
what they
true,
used.
right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
They would do that in
documentary on that.
They did it in Hackers too, though.
Yeah, but then they also went in virtual reality after that, so it was a little bit of a stretch.
Hey, you mess with the best, you die like the rest, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I
wonder what
I just linked a bunch of game trailers if you want to, whatever.
Oh, that's the transition.
No, I'm just telling you. Like, side note. By
the way, there's a bunch of you want to show them, you know.
I forget this isn't my stream sometimes.
No, it's not that. It's just a funny way of introing. Like, hey, we should watch some trailers. It was there's some trailers. Anyway. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Is there any other Twitch? There's not really any other Twitch news. I guess the Twitch Amsterdam tickets have been on for a while, right? Like that's not a big deal. The TwitchCon Amsterdam tickets have been on for a while, so that's not a big deal. Are main TwitchCon tickets on sale yet, or no?
No, I don't think so.
All right,
I'll look it up right now.
Cyberpunk kind of fucked TwitchCon over, releasing the week.
I don't even know if I'm going to TwitchCon anymore, man. I'm so disappointed.
They did that with Red Dead 2 as well. You remember that? Red Dead 2 came out like what, a week before the week of TwitchCon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how many streamers will end up skipping it. Because streaming from TwitchCon is always a solution, but it's like a
not really.
It's like a half-ass solution, yeah.
Yeah. It's just not really feasible.
Yeah. So
yeah. Props to Twitch though. Like they've been very cool about like trying to make it as feasible as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Why scientists? Yeah, they moved the Cyberpunk release date from April 16th to essentially like days before TwitchCon. So that means that a lot of people that are really looking forward to it, unfortunately, we're gonna have to see what we can do. It's gonna be rough. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
It could get pushed back again. You never know.
Hey, funny enough, I kind of hope it does a little bit. I kind of hope they're like, yeah, we need another month. We need another 2 weeks, so we're gonna push it back another 2 weeks, and I'll be like, yes, go to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
The Amsterdam tickets, yes, they are on sale, and I purchased them. But the San Diego, no, not yet.
Okay.
Wait a second, JP. Do you think you could talk to Aurelian about moving your wedding for like where TwitchCon is now?
Put it on top of the Cyberpunk date, and then see if
wouldn't they then
be
forced to move it again, like the first time?
Contractually,
Ooh.
they might have to. You know, we did. I mean, the contract is in place. I don't know. I'll talk to some lawyers, and it's all in Polish, so I can't really read it
keep me
myself.
posted.
Yeah, you got to get some translations in there. Zeke, are those tickets sold out yet for Amsterdam?
Let's see. No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, I can't.
You can't tell because you've already bought it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
If I go to buy a ticket, it says like, if you want to view your ticket, you can do that.
It's not, hey, we're sold out. We'll tell you that. I guess that makes sense. They're not going to say like, hey, we only have X many tickets left. Well, Zeke wants to watch some trailers. I'm fine with it.
No,
let's watch some trailers. That's how you intro it. Again, you toss blame on someone else for the direction of the show. And then we watch some trailers. I like this one because it's got a good premise to it already, just right out of the gate.
Balls?
Yeah, I mean, this is good. I don't know what's about to happen. Use of drugs.
I saw a buddy of mine playing this. Classy Pax was playing Journey to the Savage Planet. Is this out already?
I think it's out. Yeah, this is the launch trailer. I think it came out yesterday. I know Max and Bike Man were also playing it as well. Bike Man actually finished it, so I don't think it's that long of a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he? I saw him try that yesterday. Did he finish it in one sitting?
I think so, because I joined his stream and credits were rolling. So
it's 8 hours or less?
8 hours or less. Yeah.
Oh, bummer, man. I thought it was like Subnautica.
I don't know. Let's see what the launch trailer looks like. I need to give you guys audio. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's see what this is.
So that'd be like a 3-stream game, right?
The grab-and-go superlicious mega morphological food base from Suckage Farms.
Please excuse this interruption of our in-flight advertisement. As we have begun our atmospheric descent, we are contractually bound to show this short presentation.
Kindred Aerospace would like to welcome you to your destination, wherever that may be. In preparation for landing, we've compiled a short checklist to make your trip a meaningful and memorable one. Let your pioneering spirit guide you as you set foot on a previously unexplored world. Remember, though, that we could only afford enough fuel for a one-way trip. So get out there, take those space lemons, and make space lemonade. Assuming you survive your first night, you'll awaken to a world with so much to explore. These are memories to cherish, to hold close to your bosom as the cold touch of old age darkens even the most precious of memories. So scan and log everything you discover. These succulent morsels of data will contribute to Kindred's moderate but respectable expansion across the cosmos.
Is that Badger?
Back on Earth,
Badger.
did you feel sad and
Breaking
isolated
Bad?
from your peers? Was the weight of cultural expectations just too much to bear? Well, not here. This planet's #1 resource is friendship. And by learning a few phrases of local dialect, we're 65 to 70% sure you'll be welcomed with open arms. Or not. For visitors with a taste for the exotic, a world of delight awaits. You'll get the chance to source authentic, indigenous products. Imagine your loved ones back home as they unwrap a dehydrated jelly waft or inhale the sweet spores of the polypod tree. Just remember that cardinal rule. If you didn't scan it, don't eat it. But ultimately, as a steward of humanity, you've been entrusted with this incredible world. So treat your mission with respect. Step out of your comfort zone, and you might find that no matter what corner of the galaxy we call home, we're not so different, after all. Kindred Aerospace thanks you for your participation. Enjoy your stay, and good luck. Oh, before I forget, we were a little over on weight at launch, so we didn't pack your camera. Be sure to download it before your adventure so you can share your discoveries and your best selfies with us back at HQ.
What do you do in that game?
I think it's just like a survival game with a light story. Looks kind of like Outer Worlds in some ways, but more focused on humor and yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Or survivally.
Oh, it's a Metroid style?
Yeah, chat saying Metroidvania.
Puzzle and platformer. It's a Metroidvania puzzle style game.
Huh.
Looks good to me.
It's a 4X, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
now
saw
we're
that.
just throwing out genres.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
That's a city builder game, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. One of those racing games.
RTS is making a return. Warcraft 3 and Journey to the Savage Planet, both coming out this week. Huge stuff for RTS. Yeah, I don't know. I saw Bike Man was, again, he finished it last night. I think it was like a one sitting type stream. Is it multiplayer or is it all single player, chat?
Oh,
I think it's
it was co-op in
multiplayer.
the preview. Yeah, and I think today Classy, Pax, and somebody else are playing together.
Okay.
I think it's
two-player co-op.
Classy and Vanilla 21.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
it's co-op at least.
Did that grab either of y'all's interest or not so much?
Mine for sure.
Yeah.
It could be fun for like
it's
a day stream.
colorful, it's goofy, it has a nice sense of humor. Like, I'm in.
All right. This next one, we're only gonna watch it because Zeke wants to watch it. I watched this without.
I asked my chat, guys. I asked my chat for game trailers that they.
No. Let me finish. I know what this trailer is, and I watched it without audio because it scared the shit out of me. So that's why I'm glad that we're watching it here with audio, so I can take my headphones off.
Okay.
This is from Ninja Theory for a game called Project Mara. This is a teaser for a horror game that looks. It looks like they took the facial animations from Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice or whatever and added it into a proper like horror game, even though that was also
really?
horror.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
This looks pretty interesting, I guess we'll say the least. I'll leave my headphones on.
So wait, Ninja Theory is working on this and also the like Overwatch style melee multiplayer game?
I think so.
So from Hellblade to that, then horror. Nice, man. Versatility. Those things kind of outlap.
That's it.
Wait, that was it?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a teaser.
Oh.
It's not a proper trailer yet. I don't know when they're gonna have their proper trailer yet.
Okay.
It looks a little bit like the Hellblade actress. At least all we saw was a chin, but it looked very similar to the actress that plays Cinema. But who knows? We couldn't see the full face. Looks fucking scary though for me. That's enough. I don't need to see any more of that game to know that that's a nope. 100%.
Speaking of Senua Sacrifice, a friend of mine sent me a video from the concert from Heilung. I don't know how to say it. Heilung, whatever. The one that did the opening music or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw like footage from their concert. They're fucking out of their minds. It looked like just they wear like antlers and skulls and like they're just drumming and there's just like it's like a primal like it feels like you're around like a campfire and you're just like jumping around and getting crazy. Yeah, they look pretty great. Anyway, side note.
They're touring? Is that they?
Yeah,
they're a touring man. Okay, huh? I'll have to maybe what? Is it worth checking out a video of them just to see?
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Okay, all right. Apparently, that stands for healing in German. Who knew? Probably a bunch of German people. There's another trailer. Torchlight 3. I watched this yesterday. I'm actually curious on y'all's thoughts on this because it's changed.
Hi everyone, Max Schaefer here, creator and executive producer of the Torchlight franchise, and I've got big news for you today.
Cohh's dad?
First, we are renaming the game from Torchlight Frontiers to Torchlight 3. We're doing this based on two things. First, the amazing feedback we've gotten from our alpha testers, and secondly, as you make a game, the game starts to tell you what it wants to be. And Torchlight Frontiers told us that it really wants to be the spiritual successor to Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2. And so we've made the change, both in the business model and the name for these reasons. We think you're really going to enjoy the changes we put in. The game plays amazingly right now. It's a lot of fun. We are also changing the game to a premium model, which means that for one box price, you get the entire game, all of the content from day one. As part of our switch to a premium model, we are also switching from Arc to Steam, so Torchlight 3 will be a Steam game. I can also tell you today that we will be releasing on PC in 2020. We did these changes mostly because of feedback we got from our alpha players. They told us what they want the game to be, and from our own internal deliberations, we also agreed. The game just works better as a premium title. And we have changed the structure of the game, changed the way you go through it, the pacing, the monsters you fight, and made so many great new changes that you're going to have to get all the details either online, in our blogs. We do Friday fun streams, so check us out there, and on social media. There's a lot of good stuff coming down the road, and all of it is possible because of the great input we've gotten from our alpha testers. They've given us constant feedback from the very beginning of this journey, and I think it's made the game a whole lot better than it was before. So I want to say thank you to the alpha testers, thank you to everyone who's been following along. We've got great things coming down the pike, and please stay tuned.
So this was an MMO? Is that how much I had stopped caring about Torchlight?
Yeah, like from what I understand, and here, okay, this is gonna be kind of rude. Honestly, I didn't even know Torchlight Frontiers was a thing before this announcement.
I knew it existed, but then I forgot it existed.
I kind of like heard of it. I didn't know it was out. I didn't know people were playing it. Like I had no idea that Torchlight Frontiers was like even still a thing until they made this announcement to 3. So honestly, I think if nothing else, that was a great reason for them to do it. Like this is going to slot it kind of back into their main categories instead of having it be like a side project. Kind of like how that DOS 2 game was going to be, like that DOS 2 like fighting game that they were doing, and they were eventually just like, you know what, screw it, we're turning that off. I kind of feel like that's what they're doing with Torchlight Frontiers. They're just like, okay, screw the Torchlight Frontiers thing, we're making Torchlight 3, and we're giving you everything that you wanted from Frontiers in that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like it could be cool, and the stuff from there looks kind of fun, and I'll probably check it out whenever it gets there. But the only thing is that one thing they don't really make clear in the video, and I poked around a little bit more to try to get info, and I couldn't find a lot of good stuff. Like, I'm not really sure how they're releasing this game. Like,
there's a premium product. They kept saying.
Yeah, you can kind of get into it now, but I don't think it's done. So I think it's early access. So do you buy to get into early access? Like, I tried to poke around for some info and didn't find a bunch readily available. I'm sure it's out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish they'd kind of be a bit more upfront about that stuff in the videos, because I feel like people would be a lot more interested. You know?
Yeah, like if you can jump in now, or getting a bunch of like it's closed alpha. So I don't know if that means that if you buy it, you get an invite.
Oh no, Cat's saying you can't buy in. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I hate the fact I don't like the word this is totally off topic, but I don't like the word premium is just like what a fucking video game used to be. Like a premium game is a $60 boxed game or a $30 boxed game. That's all that means. That's what premium means at this day. I hate that. Like, just call it, I guess you can't just call it a game, but
it's a little weird. Well, you can't just call it a game anymore because now there's free to play.
Right.
So it's like, and a lot of people assume free to play with a lot of games, especially like that, you know, where it's kind of like, you know, one of those endless content kind of things like Frontiers was going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have to differentiate somehow, I guess.
Yeah. Zeke, any interest in Torchlight? It's kind of outside of your wheelhouse, I would think.
Yeah, I don't remember ever like hearing about the first ones, so I don't know.
They were basically, how do I?
More playful Diablos.
Yeah, I was gonna say kiddie Diablo. Playful is probably a more fitting word.
It's not exactly simpler. It's just different.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit more, a little bit less realistic, a little bit more just for fun, you know.
Right. How old are
they? Is to DOS.
How old are they? I don't know when the first one came out. Probably 10 years, maybe ago.
2009, it says.
Okay. 11. It's close.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
They weren't bad.
I missed a lot of those games, yeah.
Yeah, if I remember, I liked the first one better than the second one, but I couldn't articulate why. I just remember having that feeling. And it might have been because the second one was just more of the first, and I had already played that type of game. I also think maybe the second one was the first time they introduced co-op, and it was, you could like really spike the difficulty up to where a mob would take like 5 minutes to kill, and you get like very little reward. And so that's what I did, and it destroyed the game for me. If I recall correctly, that might have been a different game. It's been a very long time, multiple years since I've played it. So
when you were talking about it, Cohh, you compared it to DOS, and I have to tell myself that you don't mean DOS because I've been doing the CD-ROM games. I'm like, it's a DOS game? What the fuck? How old is this? The graphics must be shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Kind of like Atari, but more 3DO, you know?
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Here's some, I thought this game was done. I didn't realize they still had DLC coming out. Some DLC for Dead Cells called The Bad Seed. This gameplay trailer. See what they're adding.
Oh. Very cool.
Oh, sorry, I cut away.
What?
Pet?
Mommy.
It's coming out pretty soon, February 11th. I don't know if that was a pet or what was going on. Have you guys touched Dead Cells in the past like 6 months?
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I played a lot of Dead Cells. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what gets me back into Dead Cells.
Did you play a lot of it, JP, or not?
I played like 2 to 3 streams of it, and I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I saw the final boss, but I got pretty close to it. Like, it's a good game. Like, there's no denying that. I don't know if I'm interested in going back to it though. I wish they kind of showed instead of told you what was going to be there. And I kind of like it when games tell you what's going to be there, where they just put up like a giant text that says like 5 new weapons or whatever. Like, that's easier, I think, for me as a viewer to understand. Because I don't remember enough about the game to know what is new by what I just saw, which I think is maybe who they're playing to, is the people that are actively going to play this rather than people that necessarily aren't on the fence about playing or anything like that. But yeah, that looked like more Dead Cells. I think that's what people that play Dead Cells want, is just more stuff in that game.
Now, is that all free?
That, I don't know. Let's see if it's in the...
I would doubt it.
Dead Cells. Oh, it just says planned release February 11th. So
I doubt it's free. They kind of have a list of what's there. There's the Arbitorium, a relaxing and peaceful greenhouse inhabited by a peaceful clan of mushrooms with an understandable desire to murder the beheaded. So I guess that's the new area.
Okay.
It's $5.
That's $5.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the Swamp, a new environment ruled by a band of tree-dwelling mutants with pointy sticks, sneaky dart-shooting frogmen, and a bunch of deadly bloodsuckers. And then the Nest, domain of the Momatic. If you've seen a certain sci-fi movie with the brain bug, you get the idea. What is the brain bug?
From Starship Troopers?
Starship Troopers, yeah.
Oh. Maybe so. I don't know. Cohh, is that interesting enough to get you to go back or visit off stream? On stream?
I played a lot of Dead Cells when it was like in early access, and I played a little bit on release. I just got a little bit tired of the gameplay loop itself. To this day, though, Dead Cells has some of the best Twitch viewer interaction. Like, they did a great job of including viewers in Dead Cells. Fantastic work on that. But I don't know if just like new enemies and stuff would be enough to pull me back personally. But then again, you're talking to a guy that had like 40 to 50 hours in it. So, I played the hell out of it for a while. But for new people or people that have just played through it, a time or two, I'm sure they're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Zeke, we're gonna watch I think an otherwise indie game. So this is for you, Zeke. It's called Draugen. It looks a little bit rough from what I just saw.
The water's cold.
It's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward Charles Harden.
Bioshocky.
So, do you think we'll find your Betty in...
looks like
what
puppet.
did you call this village?
Are they talking in our language?
She's there.
How can you know for sure?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about...
But that's months ago. She could have
I don't think they're talking
anywhere.
our language.
Betty's here. I know it. I feel it. Something drew her here.
Are you having a stroke? That's English.
Where is everyone?
No. They're saying English, but I don't think the mouths
So
are...
its soul has departed.
Oh, this is old. Oh.
I'd know it anywhere. Lissy, there's someone outside. It might be Betty.
Edward, they murdered a child?
Yeah, this came out May last year.
What does that say?
Really?
God forgive me.
Wow.
We will find her.
Was it early access then? And this
Betty's
is full
fine.
release? I'm curious
She's
why
a
this
tough
is
I don't
cookie.
know.
Tougher than you, teddy bear.
Graphically, it's kind of impressive.
I dreamed of Betty. She was in the garden, and she called for me.
August. I've never even heard of that, man.
Yeah, see February 21st.
I'm not alone.
Must be for the full release, like you said.
Yeah. Made in Norway.
Oh, it's Norwegian.
In Norway.
Yeah, Zeke, you've got some homework. You got to check that out. Graphically, it looks good.
Must be the console release. It says Draugen is a single-player first-person Fjord Noir. Is that a category? A Fjord Noir mystery?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's a first-person Fjord Noir mystery set in 1920s Norway. Explore a forgotten coastal village in your search for your missing sister, accompanied by your independent and enigmatic young ward.
Okay. Right. There you go. I don't. I guess maybe we could watch the the trailer for this. Do you guys have any interest in Warcraft 3 Reforged coming out? I feel like it kind of.
That's the old like RTS game, right?
Warcraft 3 is, yeah. They remastered it. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Warcraft
3, right?
Yeah.
In what?
Warcraft.
20 years?
Yeah.
How long is it since it came out?
Probably maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah. At least Reign of Chaos is definitely older than that.
I mean, I still might play through it at some point just for the nostalgia, but I mean, it's just Warcraft.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people saying that, like review-wise, that it was kind of a cash grab. Like that they didn't really do much.
It's good to see you. You too, lad.
Oh wow, it looks just like it did.
Well, I mean, no, this looks arguably better.
A little better. But I mean,
we'll pull up some old footage for comparison.
We should actually. I'm actually. Yeah, I'd like to see the two.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it can change. I mean, obviously the resolution and stuff's bigger, but
yeah. Chat saying it's buggy. Can anyone in chat expand on that?
Sometimes the hand of fate.
oh, dude, that'd be not good.
What are you doing? Succeeding you.
Oh, there's connectivity issues. That just might be because there's so many people. I mean, it is a Blizzard game after all, so isn't that expected on launch?
Not only buggy, but they removed some features.
Oh, really?
Oh, you can't do custom maps anymore?
That kind of sucks. I did see there's a big
Practice when making a custom game doesn't save campaign progression properly.
Whoa. I saw there was a big stink about the Warcraft 3 Reforged.
You can do custom map. Okay, you can do custom map. Yeah.
The Warcraft 3 Reforged TOS requires handover of, quote, moral rights to any custom map. Specifically, to the extent you are prohibited from transferring or assigning your moral rights to Blizzard by applicable laws to the utmost extent legally permitted, you waive any moral rights or similar rights you may have in all such custom games without any remuneration, which basically
so they don't want another Dota.
You can't make Dota or League of Legends, you fucks.
Well, you could. It's yours now. It's
yeah,
Blizzard's,
yeah, it's Blizzard's. Yeah. Which,
ouch.
I mean, I don't know if I could fault him for. Sure, like that has to be in there. I think. If you lost as much money as you did as a company when Dota and League of Legends took a UMS game.
A Kotaku article,
Yeah.
you know, for what it's worth.
Sure.
Warcraft 3 Reforged isn't much of an upgrade. From the article, the old and new versions have been combined into one, controlled by a toggle switch in the options menu. This melding of games means the original Warcraft 3 inherits all the problems that Warcraft 3 Reforged players are experiencing with the new game's rocky launch. Connectivity problems, trouble getting into custom games, Reforged launch without ladder functionality, so now no one gets competitive ladders, etc.
No one gets competitive ladders? What? Weird.
According to this.
Okay.
Maybe that's been changed or updated?
I don't know.
This is from Kotaku, so take that for what it is. Full disclaimer.
Here's some old footage, by the way, Cohh.
So, for those of us not in the know, meaning me, meaning I didn't know what Dota or League of Legends was until I came to Twitch.
Yeah.
Until Twitch was a thing. Like, were those like offshoots of Blizzard games?
Within Warcraft 3, there was a map editor. So people could make their own custom maps. And so a guy by the name of Ice Frog and I'm forgetting the League of Legends guy, Pendragon maybe, started or created a UMS game, use map settings game, custom map called Defense of the Ancients. And that became Dota. And I think Pendragon went to make League of Legends, and then Ice Frog went to Valve, and they released Dota. So Dota doesn't stand for anything at Valve. It's simply called Dota because Defense of the Ancients is the proper name for Dota that Blizzard owns. I think is how that works out. Or Dota 2, sorry. I think is how that works out.
Okay.
It was a whole fucking
This is
shit
the first
show.
one, right?
Yeah, this is Warcraft. This is just like a standard 2v2 match.
So it does look a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I guess Ice Frog went to Han, which is Heroes of Newerth, which is another MOBA.
Oh, Han.
Yeah,
It's
Han
gone
is,
now, right?
Han, yeah. I think Han's dead.
Pretty sure it's gone. I think.
But
okay.
Yeah. So it was a huge legal kerfuffle, basically.
Now, is there any similarities between what happened with like Warcraft and Dota that would happen with like Arma 3 modding and PUBG?
Not really. Because like with Dota, especially like if you played the old school maps for Dota, there were like almost complete copies in the new ones. Like a lot of the stuff was directly transitional. But with the Arma stuff and like Daisy and BR and things of that nature, that was more like overarching gameplay principles, like genres and types of gameplay, as opposed to them like taking direct assets, taking the core lore and things of that nature. So not there has been friction with Arma mods and things of that nature, but not nearly to the degree of like Dota and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot more specific.
If anything, it's more auto chess is probably a better correlation between Dota and Warcraft 3, because auto chess was a mod that was born within Dota 2.
Yeah.
And then it went on to like, it went on to actually do nothing because no one plays auto chess anymore.
Yeah, that wasn't really
not anymore, but like when that came out, like that's the only reason I had Dota installed at all was so I could play auto chess, and I got really hooked into auto chess for a while.
That shit
a lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people got really hooked in auto chess, and then like all of a sudden everyone blinked and everyone stopped playing it. It was kind of strange. Like it was also huge on Twitch for a while. Like I thought it was going to be like a new League of Legends, a new Hearthstone, and then it just kind of disappeared over the course of a month.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know.
TFT is still big. TFT is still huge.
Is TFT the League of Legends one?
That's the League of Legends one, right?
Okay.
TFT 8 auto chess.
Oh, that's Teamfight Tactics, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. So it's kind of like the big thing. How is that one doing on Twitch? Do people still play that on?
Yeah, it's one of those things where my like sample, and I think our sample size of if a game is doing well is what is its viewership on Twitch, which is not really accurate
and
representation.
For us. This is a show about Twitch, so it's important to mention. This is no way indicative of the general gaming community at large.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, look at that. I mean, 10K total viewers for it. It's certainly not a dead game.
Yeah, it's still doing well.
10K is super respectable. Okay, that's cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Any other questions about Dota 2, Zeke? It's the one game where I can maybe speak somewhat intelligently about off the cuff. Okay.
No.
All right, we're good.
I'm good.
We're good.
Oh, and auto chess has 5.4. Interesting. Okay.
Is that auto chess within Dota 2, or is that the standalone? Is that like Underlords?
I think auto chess is the standalone adaptation of the Auto Battler Dota 2 mod called Dota Auto Chess.
Okay.
So auto chess by itself is the standalone.
All right. I watched this on stream the other day. Cohh, have you seen this Nioh 2 story trailer?
No, I haven't.
Let's watch it. I want to talk about it because I did not expect this type of story from a fucking Nioh game, but here we go.
Oh, I thought he was saying that.
Perhaps it must be that way. As long as people are people.
You're a shifling.
Oh, he's full of the spice. See by his blue eyes.
I will sniff out the very finest stones.
Judging by their glow, they're the real thing.
And I just want to slay yokai. Nothing more, nothing less. Next time I see that thing, it'll taste my blade.
Get the hell away from me now. Head to a worry.
Well, let us see how you fare against me.
Answer me, Toshimitsu. Where are the spirit stones?
Why is this in English?
Dreams of the spirit stones come at a price.
To surrender oneself to a wish or desire. How frightful.
So this is what you've become.
Let this be the end of wars waged with spirit stones.
Oh, he is singing it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Cohh, you've played the first one. Looks like I have.
I did. I really enjoyed it.
I didn't expect that. Maybe because the first one was like somewhat grounded in history. I feel like they're just saying, fuck history. We're going to do our own thing. And I kind of I can't read usually I can read your face. What does that face mean? What does that Cohh face mean?
That face means I really wish I could see that in Japanese.
Yeah.
I got to admit that the voices were so out of place for some of those scenes that it was almost kind of hard. I don't get me wrong. I like using English voiceovers in a lot of games, but I felt like it was very poorly done in that one.
Really?
I felt like the voices were for scenes that we weren't even watching because they weren't tuned properly to the environment. Like they sounded right in front of you when they obviously weren't near you. I don't know. It just the voices really kind of messed it up for me. That being said, the content looked cool.
Yeah.
I like everything else I saw. Like I love I think Nioh 2 is a prequel. Am I right? I think it's a prequel.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool that they're like trying to end the Spirit Stone stuff in this one because we know what happens in Nioh 1. So that's kind of an interesting dichotomy there. But no, I mean, I'm super hyped for Nioh 2, but after seeing that, I think I might play it in Japanese.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that there's no Japanese trailer. Chat saying there's not one that exists. So we can't watch that or anything. But yeah, I'm assuming that the full game will probably have like Japanese in it. We'll see.
There's games like Judgment nailed the English voice acting. Like it was great. I didn't even know it was in Japanese at times. It was like that good. But that trailer, like that was super, super obvious. Like this is not even, they're not even trying in some cases.
To get
like at one point it showed the girl and there was like 2 English words and the entire girl's face was just it's just like, no, just come on, man.
I wonder why it doesn't bother me that much, but I'm trying to figure out why. Is that because you watch more anime than I do? So you're used to better like lip sync, or does that have nothing to do with it? And you just like,
I feel like there's good ways to do that kind of stuff. If you're going to put American voices over obvious Japanese facial features, learning where to put the voices during the mouth movements and stuff is really, really big in that kind of thing. So for instance, like that scene with the girl's face, like if the character's mouth isn't moving at all, just throwing English words out, like that's dumb. Like at that point you have to be wondering like how important is this dialogue? Or can it be earlier when she is moving her mouth or stuff like that? So when it's that immersion breaking, it almost gets me to the point where it's kind of like maybe I just want to watch it in its regular language. Like
I find for me if it's hyper realistic, like the graphics are trying to be as accurate to like real life as possible, like a game like Nioh.
Yeah.
I prefer it to be in the original language. But if it's cartoony or like stylized, like something like Persona, it doesn't matter as much for me.
That's very true. Great point. And I think the realism also probably, that's like what you just said, Zeke. I think that probably was a big factor in it. The fact that you could clearly see their mouths like perfectly emulating a different language.
Yeah,
that very well could have been a big part of it.
Yeah, it's so weird to see like this realistic looking like samurai looking warrior, and he's like in like it looks like feudal Japan. And he's like, "You what, mate?" And it's like, come on, man, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, that yes, I will agree that looks a little bit rough. Whatever that.
Oh, there is a Japanese trailer. Wait, is there?
No, I don't. I think that person's wrong. There's no way there could be a Japanese
trailer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Never mind.
Yeah, people were linking it in chat, but it was a phishing link. I don't click on those links.
Yeah, it was just never gonna give you up.
Oh, this is the Nioh 2 Japanese trailer. Who's Sasha Grey? Is she an actor in it?
Don't click it. Don't do it.
I mean, he's not streaming. You can click it. You know.
Speaking of that,
this isn't Nioh 2.
Do what you
real
wanna
quick
do.
though, I watched like Sasha Grey's stream. She's fucking legit.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she be?
I didn't know that. No, I'm
Surprisingly,
not saying.
Zeke,
I'm not saying
I
that.
know-
I'm saying like I've watched other, and I'm not saying because she's a porn star. I'm saying celebrities. Like I've watched other celebrities stream, and it's just like a lark.
Can we get a shovel?
I was gonna say, like,
we need a shovel for Zeke. He's got to
No,
dig
no,
himself out of this real quick.
contrary to popular belief, and I know this is going to sound weird,
I love
but
porn.
porn stars are also people.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying celebrity streams. I'm not saying porn star stream. I'm saying celebrity streams. I should have fucking prefaced that because I've seen other like big name
It's a real
celebrities try
profession.
and
You
stream,
stop
and it's
knocking on
garbage.
Can you just lay off the porn stars, Zeke? Please, come on, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Do I need to show you my collection? I've got like, she's in a bunch of my compilation videos that I've made.
You guys are gonna kill me.
I have a whole section of VHS tape that I would love to show you.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I'm pointing like I have them on hard disk. They're on my hard drive.
Yeah. You just
They're not on DVD or VHS or anything.
You've
I don't
got
have
a,
Boner Jam 12.
You've got an air-gapped laptop that just has all of them on there. That's
There you go.
smart. Yeah. Learned that one from Mr. Robot. What is there anything else? There's some Battlefield 5 stuff. Not really. Here's a question I actually have for Cohh. Someone that's I'm currently replaying or really playing Witcher 3 for the first time. Thronebreaker came out for the Nintendo Switch. Is that something that would work on that platform? You've played the Thronebreaker stuff, and maybe Zeke has as well.
Yeah, dude, Thronebreaker would work great on the Switch. Absolutely. There's not a huge amount of action elements. It's mostly a card game. Yeah, I think it worked great on the Switch. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Is there much? As someone that's played only Witcher 3 Gwent, is there much variance in between the Gwent and Thronebreaker?
Dude, Thronebreaker's not Gwent.
It's not. Oh,
a lot of See, now when I played Thronebreaker for the first time, I thought it was just going to be like Gwent, like with an RPG backbone. Like go to this tavern, play this Gwent game. Go to this tavern. No. What's super cool about Thronebreaker is it is a Gwent style game, but it is an RPG.
Oh.
So like you have a camp and you upgrade that camp to get new soldier cards, and then you can go to your armory and upgrade the soldier cards so they're better or have new effects, and then you can like build like siege weaponry, and those are new cards. So it's like this actually developed card-based RPG game. It's kind of in a semi-Gwent framework. But I will say this, dude. Like Thronebreaker is and am I just lagging or something? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's fine. We can still hear
weird. I didn't drop a single frame this morning, so I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, the cool thing about Thronebreaker is it's got a hugely surprising amount of story, and there's some really crazy decision making in it. So it is a very good game. I actually really recommend Thronebreaker to people.
Where does it
it's one of those kind of like hidden gems.
Where does it take place in kind of the Witcher lore?
Prequel.
It's all prequel.
It's actually you actually play as characters that you know about from the Witcher franchise.
Okay.
So it's very cool in that respect.
Cool.
You get some really interesting lore that you didn't really get through the first one.
Gotcha. In terms of just actual news, the creative director for Doom Eternal, also for Doom 2016, Hugo Martin, was out there saying that there's no MTX at all in Doom Eternal. Thank God. There's in-game XP is purely for cosmetics. So good to hear that stuff, especially I think after all the footage started coming out where it looked like there was like an in-game battle pass or something, but it seems like that's all just XP based. So I guess we'll see when that game actually launches. But I don't see. Hugo Martin's always seemed like a good guy. I don't think he would just flat out lie to people. What else is there? There's an interesting stat around Stadia that was, where was it? I think it was like Stadia hasn't made any updates or added to the platform in like
40 days.
40 days? 40 days. 40 days. Okay.
I read that too.
Yeah.
I think honestly, like they're realizing that the tech just isn't there for mass production yet. They're realizing that like there's too many areas that they want to sell Stadia in that it just wouldn't work properly in. So the last thing they want to do is shine a gigantic spotlight on all the problems going wrong, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything good to say about Stadia. Like I bought it. I played it. I tested it out to see what it was like on stream, and then I haven't touched it since. It just never delivered. And I did it when it was wired. It delivered, but that's not. I don't think the use case for it. It's supposed to be like a wireless solution. But yeah, it's pretty shit. Don't buy Google Stadia. It's a little ways out from actually being worthwhile.
It's exactly what we thought, man. Like, it's funny because everything we talked about on this show is coming to light with Google Stadia. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Have you guys tried Project xCloud or PS Now at all in the past? Is that something that you guys, either of you, have tested out? Or I think Project xCloud is only invite only at the moment, but I think PS Now is out there and available for anyone to use. Have either of you tried it?
Now, PS Now, I think people are trying to get me, correct me if I'm wrong. I might be thinking of like PS TV.
That's different. PS Now is streaming PlayStation games. PS TV is watching television through your PlayStation.
Okay. So I think people are trying to get me to play get PS Now for Persona 4 Golden or something like that.
Oh,
I think that was the only place I could get it or something.
Yeah, because you could play a PSP game through PS Now. Yeah, I think that's what would work.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've never tried it. Yeah. You can also stream like PS4 to your PC. Yeah, that's part of PS Now as well. I'm curious how much that's going to factor into, with kind of what has happened with Google Stadia, how much that's going to factor into the new consoles. If they're going to push that at all, or just like have it as something down the line where they'll actually implement it.
People are saying the PS TV is PS Vita for your PC, I think. So that's the one where you could do like the PS4 or P5. God damn it, Persona 4 Golden. Too many P's.
There's too many acronyms. PS TV is a console. PS View was a TV streaming service. Okay. I don't know. I have a PS4 and it plays video games. That's all I know. I don't know what else it could do. I'm just
a PS TV is an actual thing, right? An actual like thing you get, like a box or a
maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
I'm not, chat saying yes. I've never seen it. Never seen the box for
it. So Bike Man just popped into my chat. Hey, Persona 4 Golden. I'm your guy. If you want to talk, it's like one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah. Have you never played Persona 4?
No, the first Persona I played was 5, and I haven't played it. I haven't played another one.
Cohh, did you play 4?
That it has to have like a lull in, like you have to have like a month, or for me at least, to like play a game like that.
It's very long. Yeah. Persona 3 was where I got into really Persona 2 for like the PS1 era is where I got into Persona, but yeah. PS4 Golden's really good. So if you have this summer, it would be a good game to play if there's a huge amount of break. Some other news. Metro Exodus. Cohh, this is up your alley, so I'm gonna have you expand on this. Sam's Story, the second expansion for Metro Exodus, will launch on February 11th. For someone that doesn't know who Sam is within the Metro lore, what is this DLC?
Sam's the American. Sam was actually in the city where Metro takes place when the bombs dropped, when the world went to shit. So he was actually there on a UN mission, and he had to go under with all the dudes from that area, and he just kind of had been living there for years. So due to the events of Metro Exodus, I'm not going to say anything in case people haven't played it yet. You should. Due to the events of Metro Exodus, he is now given a chance to potentially go and find his family, which is what it's all about. What's also super cool about this particular one is that they are doing it in a semi-open world format. It sounds really interesting. So it's going to be kind of like Metro Exodus, from what we understand, where there's going to be like areas that you move through that you can kind of conquer and do what you want in, and at your own pace and at your own order. So should be very cool, and I know I am super looking forward to it. February 11th.
Yeah. I think that's kind of it. Any other news that you guys saw or want to bring up from the past 2 or 3 weeks, since we really haven't talked about too much? I don't think it's
not really.
It's kind of a slow time at the moment. Hopefully in February we'll be getting some PS5 news, if all of the rumors are to be believed. But it is strictly rumor at this point. But it all kind of lines up. There's been there's a 4chan leak where they kind of guessed some branding that popped up on a social media account for PlayStation. And then at one of the Sony theaters, there's a private event for February 29th, I believe, which is what that leak said was going to be the date for it as a backup date. So we might see some stuff, which would be interesting if we saw some PlayStation 5 news with all the, full details and everything like that, price and release date and all that stuff. If they got out there before Xbox and E3, it'd be interesting. I'm curious to see how that goes, but we got to wait a month for that. Zeke, anything for you? News or game related that we haven't brought up?
Not that I can think of. People are saying there's DLC for Fire Emblem.
Yeah, did we not watch that trailer? I don't think we did. We can watch it real quick. Is this it? That would be it.
Oh, and there's an article, I guess, for Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think that is confirmed. I don't know. We'll chat. Let us know if that's confirmed or not. We'll watch this trailer for the. I think this is it. DLC Wave 4. Let's see if I got the right trailer.
Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garreg Mach. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. I think it was called Abyss?
The Abyss House? Oh, shit. We're going full anime, I think.
Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garreg Mach.
They think they need a place like this for Garreg Mach to thrive.
Yeah, fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return.
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful.
Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
No matter what we do, we're all just
God,
gonna
yeah.
die in the end
Then he
anyway.
fires the protection.
Tremble in fear at my magical might.
We're a unique bunch from all walks of life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here. Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely.
God damn it. I had forgotten that Fire Emblem is a really good game. And hearing that music play and seeing that action, I gotta finish that fucking game. I gotta go back to it.
Oh, you never finished it?
Nope. I came back from
either.
London and got right to the, like, how do I say it without spoiling? I got to the middle of the game, I guess is how I would say that. And I knew that there was like another 30 or 40 hours ahead of me, and something was coming out, so I said no. I didn't play it. I need to go back. God damn it. I forgot how good that music was, man. That music is what sucked me back in for the combat. Zeke, for you, any interest in going back?
It's one of those games where it's just like, man, that was so fun. I want to go back and finish it. But I tried to play it on my just on the portable Switch.
Yeah.
And it's too small.
Oh.
It needs a bigger screen for me.
Yeah. I get that.
I find with a lot of Switch games.
Yeah. I'm just not I've never been a handheld gamer, I think is kind of what it comes down to. Cohh, for you, any interest in that DLC?
I thought it was going to be more of like a new house. But it looks to be just like kind of some side content and stuff, so I don't really know what to think about it. I'm still due to do the I'm still due to do more of the other houses, so I'd like to do those at some point. I don't know when, but yeah, it looks kind of cool. But I mean, I'm still, planning going back and trying the really hard difficulty and everything. So
yeah,
I've got a ways to go.
Fuck. I guess if I was gonna do another, that's the thing that sucks. Like if I was gonna do another playthrough, I'd probably play on the hardest difficulty, right? Because like if you play that on, that's one of those games where if you're playing that on Twitch, the first thing that's gonna happen when someone joins the stream is what difficulty is this person on, and you're gonna say not the hardest, and then they're gonna call you a bad gamer, and you're gonna get your feelings hurt, and then they're gonna leave. So I need to not have that happen. Was there a launch trailer chat for the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC? If so, we could watch that. I've heard interesting things about it. I've also heard that it's fucking stupid difficult, which is funny because that's the complete opposite of what that game actually was when it launched. It was everything but difficult, but now with Critical, and they have like 13 boss rushes apparently, that you have to get to like see the final true ending of that DLC, and it's stupid fucking difficult, like crazy hard, like stupid fucking hard stuff. And I don't know if I want to go back and play it. It seems like the type of thing where I might just grab it when it's on sale, because I think the DLC is $30, which is a little bit steep. I think it's like 5 hours of content, and then the 13 bosses on top of that. But yeah, I don't know. A bunch of people have been asking me if I'm going to play. I'm not sure. There's kind of focused on Witcher stuff right now. Cohh, you were kind of, I don't know how to say, not that impressed maybe from Kingdom Hearts 3. Any interest in the DLC stuff?
No, Kingdom Hearts 3, to put it bluntly, it kind of lost it for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it became the thing that kind of drew me into Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts initially was that I thought it was kind of something that was really unique and on its own. And it had like its own really complex story and all this stuff. And that was kind of cool to me. But then Kingdom Hearts 3 was like just way too much of an ad for Disney. Like it became, it commercialized everything. And that for me kind of killed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made all the other stuff a lot less interesting.
Yeah. I think I have heard in the DLC that it's much like, it's basically the DLC for the fans of Kingdom Hearts that wanted less Disney and harder fights. I feel like that's what that DLC was made for. So, but I haven't played it. I don't know if I'm going to. It'll have to be something that we discuss whenever I do actually get to it. I think that is it for news, and we could probably take a break a little bit early, come back and talk about the stuff we've been playing. I think we should talk about the 3 games that we've been playing as if they just came out this week, and just review them as if they're brand new games. Because I've been playing Witcher 3, you've been playing KOTOR, you started KOTOR 2 this morning, and Zeke's been playing a bunch of CD-ROM-a-thon stuff, so maybe we'll have some fun with it and talk about the games as brand new.
Yeah, I wrote down like I have 5 different games, 4 CD-ROM games to discuss, and I wanted to talk about the new, just briefly talk about the new expansion for new character for Slay the Spire, because I've been playing that offline.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Let's start with the Slay the Spire content, since that is actually new stuff when we come back from the break. So we'll take our break. We'll come back and do some more dropped frames here on this very chill episode of Drop Frames. We'll be right back with more right after this. We'll see you guys then.